Ripple. Ripple. Right now, all my friends on social media are buzzing about Ripple. In fact, forget social media. The streets, physical life, the real world are buzzing about Ripple. Since yesterday, 3 friends have called me. They're calling, ask about Ripple or messaging me on WhatsApp. Should we buy Ripple? So, it became a must for me to make a video about Ripple. You're probably excited to have come to this video to buy Ripple. This video might not satisfy you, but it's still a video you need to watch. What are we going to look at today? What is Ripple? How has it performed in the past? And where can it go from here? First, we will talk about this. 2, what is the Simpsons Prophecy? Does it always come true? We will look into this. 3, the Simpsons say that Ripple will be $589. We will talk about this. Is there a chance of this happening? We will talk about this. Let's move on to our video. I came to CoinMarketCap and I'm checking how many Ripple there are. Right now its market cap is $149 billion. It sounds really funny to me, I'm sorry. And right now, guys, we see that there are 57 billion Ripple in circulation. I opened the chat chip, guys. Multiply 57 billion by 589. Let's see what it will say. What is 80 times 589? Guys, I also asked how to pronounce it in writing. It makes $33 trillion in market cap. Right now, our king Bitcoin's market cap is $1.8 trillion. So $33 trillion. I just repeated it one last time. Could this be possible? We will talk about this. But you see, it's just a very simple math calculation. I didn't need to use ChatGPT, but I didn't want to open the calculator on my phone. It's a very simple math calculation. We're multiplying the amount in circulation by the dollar to calculate the market cap. It's actually simple, but people do this. Right now, he says he bought it for $3 and came to this video. He bought it for $3, came to this video, and says that one Ripple will be $589. There's a teacher named Mustat on Twitter who shares a photo. X Ripple is going to be $589. Bart Simpson is writing, and this is the photo. The guy is doing the math. 589 divided by 3, 200x. $1,000, $200,000. Buy the car of his dreams. But he says, should I do a mathematical calculation? He says, no, I shouldn't do that. Because it's easier to daydream. Daydreaming is easier. But sometimes the truth hurts. I'm sorry. In this video, we're going to talk about the facts. Because you will learn shocking things about Ripple. You'll learn that it's not at all like you think. Now, guys, you're seeing a graph related to Ripple. For years, for months, it has been moving straight like this. Then you see a skyrocketing graph. Do you remember the year 2018? I don't know. I've had my YouTube channel since 2017. I create content related to crypto. Think back to 2017. And I remember the year 2018. It was January. It was January 4th, 2018. It was a cold day in December. When Bitcoin was at the level of $6,000, $7,000, people were asking what coins to buy. Well, there's Bitcoin. It's a great coin. What more do you want? No, 2x isn't enough for me. What should we buy? And they're going through research like crazy. Now it's 2018 and you have $10,000 in your pocket. Keep this in mind. And you're excitedly buying Ripple, which all the crypto enthusiasts praise and say will replace banking. On January 4th, 2018, you invested $10,000. How much money do you think you have today? I'm going to explain this. But first, let's do some math. On January 4th, 2018, the price of one Ripple was at $335, and you invested your $10,000 in Ripple. And do you know what happened? Since that day, you've been at a loss for 2,525 days. Your invested money still hasn't reached the $10,000 level. You've been at a loss for 6 years, 10 months, and 29 days, my friends. You still haven't reached your original investment. Ripple is such an investment. Ripple still hasn't seen its peak, guys. Ripple still hasn't seen its all-time high. It still hasn't seen its all-time high from 2018. So I'm not talking about the 2021-2022 cycle. It still hasn't seen its all-time high from the early crawling years of crypto. And the $10,000 you invested has turned into $7,850 after 6 years, 10 months, and 29 days. In fact, there's even a movie about this. Rod waited for years. What years? This has to be it. 23 years, 4 months, 8 days. Well, buddy, these influencers are still talking about Ripple. As soon as Ripple goes up a bit, they start tweeting about Ripple day and night. Why? Of course they will. They bought the asset at that price in 2018. Who are they going to sell the asset to? That's why, find it normal. I'm not talking about all influencers, just some of them. So what is Ripple, guys? Ripple is a blockchain technology and digital payment platform specifically designed to make international money transfers faster, cheaper, and more efficient. Its purpose is to send money using blockchain as an alternative to banking. Now, think about it this way. You'll send money with Ripple from here to America. You know, tweet takes a long time. You're going to send $10,000 worth of Ripple. Let's go back to January 4th, 2018. You bought it right at the peak, sent it off. It went to the other side for $7,000. Can money transfers really work like this? Now you might say, let's not transfer Ripple. Let's use Ripple A instead. When was the last time you used Ripple A? Or have you ever sent money through Ripple A in your life? Right now, they're still praising Ripple day and night, but do you guys ever use Ripple A? Which A's are we using to send money? Right now, I have DeFi Llama in front of me. Now they've ranked them according to their TVLs, but the same thing applies to transactions. So, in money transfer transactions, the first is Ethereum, second is Solana, and the third, guys, is Binance Smart Chain. So, hasn't made it into the top 10. Ripple might not even be in the top 20. Nobody is using Ripple. Guys, there are people using the Tron network. What are we sending USDT with? We're sending it either from BSC or Tron. We're sending Solana from the left. Who is using Ripple, guys? Anyway, Ripple is perfect. Now, guys, I always say this. Each boa gives birth to its own new stars. And the old ones can't show off much. But guys, I think those who hold the money also need to sell. We look and see that Litecoin has gone up. We look and see that the old Lumen has gone up, which I used to really like. We look and see that Ripple seems to have gone up. When I look at the last year, it has gone up. But let me repeat it again. The old ones always lose to the new ones. My dear, wow, Ripple, wow. Let's see what will happen. By the way, guys, the video you're watching is a reward video. Like our video. A friend who subscribes to our channel and shares the tweet in the pinned comment will win 20 USDT. Guys, by the way, there are 2 separate campaigns on Binance, and you can easily win rewards of up to $100. One is the red envelope sending event, and the other is the red package receiving event. You can buy it by pressing the button. If you don't have a Binance account, now is the perfect time to open one for this bull cycle. There's a great campaign going on because in the video description, there's a link for this event, guys. And also, if you're not a member of Binance, you can sign up for Binance using the QR code you see on the screen or the link in the video description. Plus, you can also win $30 that you can withdraw. The details are in the video description. Is it time, Rami's brother? The time has come, Keenan. Do you know the difference between the old and the new, Rami Zabi? I taught you that the old always loses to the new. Wow, Ripple, wow. Let's see what will happen. By the way, friends, the video you're watching, it's a reward video. A friend who likes our video, subscribes to our channel, and shares the tweet in the pinned comment will win 20 USDT. It sounds like a joke, but the reality is that Ripple currently has a market cap of 41 billion. Now, I'm going to take a look at the Simpsons side of things. Bart Simpson wrote it, 589, 589. Now, in this part, we'll cover the following. Are the Simpsons predictions coming true? I'm going to explain this. Is it technically and mathematically possible for Ripple to reach $589? We're going to talk about this. And finally, is this picture real or not? Is there such a prediction? We're going to talk about this. Now, friends, the Simpsons really did know about many events in the world. Did it know? Or did it benefit from the science of probability and statistics? I want to touch on this a bit. These are my personal opinions. Now, I want to give an example related to this, friends. John Verdon has a book called Think of a Number. I really like this book. And in the book, friends, we are greeted with a beginning like this. A guy is looking at a mailbox, and there's a letter in it that says, I know you very well. I know what you eat and drink. I know all the bad things and dirt you've done. In fact, it says, even think of a number right now, and I will know it. And I will know the number you're thinking of. The guy says, it's 658. The guy is in shock. He was thinking of 658. And of course, his hands and feet are trembling. Then he says, I knew it, didn't I? He says, now I'm going to drop you into an envelope and send you a letter. The guy immediately sends a letter in a panic attack. But the guy is actually using a technique like this. He sends this letter to thousands of people by writing the number 658. Now one guy is thinking of the number 35. Another one is thinking of 278. Another one is thinking of 444. But one of them will be thinking of 658. So if we have 1,000 people, each one will think of a number. If we send it to 5,000 people, 2 or 3 people will think of the number 658. The Simpsons feels a bit like this to me, friends. They're working through all the possible scenarios. There are currently about 1,000 episodes. There are over 750 episodes, almost 1,000. And they're working through the most likely scenarios that could happen in the world. Yes, America is really a country that makes its plans 50 years ahead. This needs to be said clearly. Some things came out, don't exaggerate. But there's no need to exaggerate too much. There are things they know, guys. I tweeted this, and I also shared it in the tweet. Now everyone is sharing this. Kamala Harris, guys, is wearing the exact same outfit as Lisa from the show. She's wearing a purple outfit and has a pearl necklace on. And he's giving a presidential speech. Now during election time, everyone is sharing things before the election and saying, the Simpsons will know again. So then, Kamala Harris will win. And what will happen to Bitcoin? Oh dear. Now, Bitcoin doesn't need anyone. First, we set this aside, put it in our pocket. 2. Show says this. He says Trump left us with a very bad administration. So this means Trump will win. And after Trump, probably Kamala Harris or a female candidate will win. Yes. There are certain things they clearly know. Now I can increase the views of this video by putting on mysterious music in the background and listing 4 or 5 Simpson outfits one after the other. But like I said, I think the Simpsons are working on 10, 15 scenarios that are very likely to happen or have a 50% chance that year, and one of them hits. They're working on 10 things and 9 of them don't pan out. They can't even predict 9 candidates. This is it. They're trying to create an impression from here. I don't think we need to exaggerate too much. There's really no need to exaggerate. Now friends, let's get back to our stage. Will Ripple reach $589? I just did some calculations. When I multiply 589 by 57 billion in circulation. Look, I'm taking a deep breath, guys. It's impossible for it to be $33 trillion. It's impossible for this to happen. Mathematically, it's impossible in the near future. If we see a very serious dollar inflation, there's a possibility of that happening. But in the current situation, it's clearly an undeniable reality that it's impossible. Because Ripple, who do you think you are to surpass Bitcoin, my friend? Who do you think you are to surpass Ethereum? Who do you think you are surpassing Solana, my friend? The new ones have arrived, a lot of new ones have come. In the old days, they used to gift their goods to the newcomers, to put it nicely. This place, friends, I think Kamal mentioned it once. The world of crypto is like the military. The newcomers will wipe out old ones. This game will continue like this. It will increase a bit more with each cycle. Crypto is a nice thing. The cycle works this way. It feels to me like we're experiencing this with Ripple right now. The image you see on the screen right now isn't real, guys. A fake image has been created. It has been going on for years. A day that will be a prophecy that has proven itself for years. Maybe it could be $589 in 20 years, dollar inflation, etc. It could happen, but it's impossible. In the near future, it's just a fake image that's been circulating for years like a self-fulfilling prophecy, and it's not real. Well, teacher, you've explained everything, you've criticized the Simpsons, you've talked about Ripple, but there are friends asking, what will happen to Ripple? Should we buy it? Let me say this, it could make up from here if it gets a boost. I can't say it's impossible. It's tough, but it could push itself for a 2x or even a 3x. Look, friends, we're opening their market caps. Look at Ethereum, it's $434 billion. When it makes up 3x from here, it surpasses Ethereum in this chart. It's very hard. It's not impossible. It could see up from here with the push from the newcomers. Everyone is asking, right? Should I buy Ripple? Should I buy Ripple? Dwix, if crypto is a good expectation for you, if it's an ideal income level, I think Bitcoin can easily make a 2x from here. It looks like Bitcoin is going to see $200,000 from here. Bitcoin seems more reliable to me. So if you have a modest expectation like 200, Bitcoin is a more ideal candidate. Or we might see better things in different altcoins. Ripple might double, but I doubt it. If it does, that's the limit. Then a wait of 5 to 10 years. But if it does, it's the most it will achieve, friends. It seems like it will keep people waiting for another 10 years, 7 years, or 5 years, because Ripple's CEO never really took ownership of it. They sold Ripple. Friends, they threw it in the trash. So they didn't care. The problems already start from here. I don't think Ripple has a serious community either. Let me also say that none of the things I talked about in this video are investment advice. Friends, I'm a YouTuber who makes random videos, does research, and just goes with the flow. I hope I've been able to contribute something. I hope I've been able to convey the right things to you in the right way. You can ask anything that's on your mind in the comments. There will be more nice videos about Solana and meme coins coming up. They're also trash. But if we're not going to make money, yes, if we're not going to make money, we'll try to make some. You buried Ripple. Are Solana and meme coins any better? No, they're not really people, neither men nor women. But it seems like there are parts that could make money. Friends, I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.